That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Running behind that left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. The expressway is wide open at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly.
This this guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of it. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
He's got his man. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Give to the running back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Tide.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3.
That makes the score Alabama 14, Texas A&M 3.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Freeman. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Oh, look out, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Not the most productive path for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The run to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Stands in and takes the hit. Finds a man by himself. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Well, jet sweep pass. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Aggies are threatening on 1st and goal. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and the defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over Tulane. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Alabama offense. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's got it on the right. Tackled immediately after the catch.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Line getting set on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the score.
He's loose. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Texas A&M going quickly. Fast motion from the offense. Going up top on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The offense in hurry-up mode. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball away.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw, using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide will bring a punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick for the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tide offense rolls onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Virginia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Quarterback checking off. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete on the right side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Blasted as he lets it go. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score Alabama 28, Texas A&M 10.
They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this 4th quarter. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
That makes the score Alabama.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fair catch, called for and made. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Bama, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Okay, ready. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They stop him right on the edge of the red zone and pick up a 5 to the 20.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field, and bleed this clock. And you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and do that.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Texas A&M going up tempo. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They want to throw it. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Again, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy, breezy.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about solve this game away. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Release to the back. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to pass. The throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires on the move. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On second down, just keeps firing. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Texas A&M.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unleashes to the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing. He looks that one in nicely. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need